They say when a child has a certain trauma with certain interactions, they begin to be at that place in life and they mature because, you know, at that point in life they had to grow up, you know what I'm saying, or start participating in so-called adult things, which led to them not having time to learn from shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Or explore different things. So they tend to be stuck in that place or whatever maturity they had at that time. That's why they say, like, you know, it's not good for a child to be interacting in, you know, sexual activity at a young age because then, you know, all they focused on is how to get, you know, that same activity over and over, you know what I'm saying, from the standpoint that they are mentally. So it's a difference between how, you know, I speak to a woman and how, you know, other dudes speak to a woman. And it's kind of based on their first interaction or the first time they did have intercourse or interaction with the opposite sex. It's a whole, you know what I'm saying, a whole complexity bubble, but all of that stuff play into it to the point when you see, like I said, you see men and women not wanting to literally act their age or be their age. You like, man, you tripping. Like that shit, it don't be cute by the time we teenagers to do immature stuff. So you can imagine when you shoot 4, 5 decades removed from being a child. Like, come on, G. Like that's retarded. Like I'm trying to find, you know, nice ways to say it, but it's atrophy mind. Like, the person hasn't had a chance to mature, and quite frankly, like I'm tired of sitting back acting like people are, you know what I'm saying, certain things that they not, and then our children grow up respecting certain people that they shouldn't be, and then disrespecting us because we made them respect them, and then they teaching our kids disrespect. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, cause I noticed that from my mama. You know, she used to be like, go to school, respect these teachers, da da da, and the teachers used to be doing little slights at our parents. You feel me? So over time, shit, she keep making me respect them. I'm like, damn, well maybe she know they don't know. I mean, she know she don't know what these people know. Like, especially when she couldn't help me with my homework. But then I figured out quickly, like, they changed the way they do the work each year so the parents can't help the kids for real. Unless they relearn that shit all over again. You know what I'm saying? So um it's an intentional disconnect that's being created. But all the while so called, you know, empowering the child over the parent. Same thing they did with the empowering the mother over the father. Like, I ain't feeding into that shit. If they empower me, I'm gonna keep lifting my queen up with it. You know what I'm saying? And I would hope if my queen get empowered, she lift me up. Cause that's the fucking game they playing. To keep our families so disoriented. It's like, shit, so you can't stand on two feet, I'ma hold one of your legs up. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. But all the while, we both don't see that. It's like, dang, they using you against me and me against you. It ain't that they doing shit to us. But the fact that we can't see that our salvation is in our relationships that become our children. And then furthermore, you know, lead to us being so-called grandparents and stuff. Like, that shit is a badge of honor, man. Like, but when people didn't appreciate being a parent, they damn sure ain't gonna appreciate being a grandparent. Fuck. Like, people can say they, you know, I say that shit grew on them just like a motherfucker being around somebody they don't really like. After so long, they can grow on your ass. Don't mean you really like them. You feel me? Like, a lot of people like that with their kids for real. Their kids grew on them. They don't really like their kids. They ain't want to be no parent. Like I said, I wanted to be a parent because I always admired my father. And at one point in time, you know, the love that my mother was showing me was just so amazing. You feel me? To the point, those are my beginnings to, you know, when some people be in a bad relationship, they can remember in the beginning it was so good to the point it's hard for them to just leave a relationship. That type of shit. So for me, it's hard for me to lead a relationship that I have with life to just be so depressed because I had good moments. I had good times that I can draw back on. To know, like, yeah, to know, and can't nobody tell me no lie on the foundation of our people, which is our family. like in the way that we see family. But if we don't value our places in our family, then you fucked. You fucked. Like if you don't value being grandmama and what grandmama is to a family, like we fucked. You don't value being a mama. If I don't value being a father, we fucked. Yeah, and that's what it always like. We always got that. We always got that history of us, like, and that's why I be telling people we can't harbor on the "my father wasn't in the house" thing. Like, when we had so many father figures in our neighborhoods, we had so many father figures that was in our churches. Like, there was people there, bro. But like for a lot of us, we want help, but we want certain people to do it. So when we get help from other people, we don't acknowledge it or we don't take advantage of it. So at that point, it's like, do you really want help? Or do you know what I'm saying? Do you not recognize how bad you need help? Otherwise, you would take it wherever you can get it. You know what else too though? I see it. This conversation right here with me started a long time ago. When people was like, stop calling me auntie and mama. You feel me? I was like, what? Well, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me for trying to show some kind of respect to you. Nah, we talking about kids not being able to get the proper help from their own parents. Like, when their parents don't want to be the father and mother that they supposed to be. We talking about people that was in our neighborhoods that our parents sent us to go to. Like, we was sent to community centers. We was sent to churches where these resources was, but we always kept harboring on, my daddy ain't in the house. Like, you handicapping your damn self at that point. Like, fuck. And then you shitting on the help you do got. Let me call you right back, though. Peace. We be shitting on the little help we do have, y'all. Like, to the point it gets, man, it gets to the point the kids are confused. And even those that aren't kids are confused on who are they allies for real, who they really can rely on, who can they look to, you know. For those who may have missed out, we did have a great, conversation earlier today about blaming other people. So this is not a conversation about passing blame. This is a conversation of trying to find understanding on why certain things are the way they are, why we don't have certain things in our lives. And it's because of the support system that was given to us. You feel me? The support system don't even want to be the support system. So therefore, once the support system goes against, you know, us, it darn sure ain't the support system. The same people that's supposed to support your relationship be the same ones telling you, I don't know why you with him. Girl, that's why I'm glad I ain't with your daddy no more. Or, see, now you see why I ain't with your mama no more. Like, people keep telling you deterring things about the same things that they tell you to go out here and do. You know, people tell you to be be committed, show dedication. But then once you get in the commitment and you trying to be dedicated to it, you got all these people coming out the woodworks trying to be predatory towards your commitment, take advantage of you for that commitment. I feel like a lot of people who don't want to be so-called grandparents, don't want to be fathers, don't want to be parents in general, that's their facts. That's their facts that they gotta live with. You ain't want to be no parent. So therefore, you acting as though you don't want to be no parent. And it's to the detriment of everybody that's coming after you. Everybody who depending on you. Because you refuse. You refuse to be what you was made to be. And what I will say is, a lot of people get frustrated, but I would like to try to encourage you. Goodness gracious. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one if y'all can hear me. This can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat. Alright, I'll try to get it out. We'll see if we get on the video. But quite frankly, some people be so frustrated with trying to be what everybody's saying that a parent is, that they just give up. You know what I'm saying? They just give up. And they say they ain't that. But I tell you, be encouraged, man, because you are the man or the woman that you was meant to be, or you was made to be, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. So, with that being said, this was just a quick little message. Yeah, see, I had to come through real quick and give him a quick little message. I'm standing in our truth. You know, I'm going to start breaking down some of these messages, because a lot of my videos, I think they be a little bit too long, but for those who want to take on the philosophies, because, you know, people can give you money all day, but if you don't got the philosophy of longevity, then you will never see it. And basically, to me, that's the importance of standing in your true position and what you was meant to be in your family, y'all. Otherwise, we can't get mad or be so sad when our kids go through certain things and when our family members go through certain things if we ain't on our post. If we ain't supportive of each other's relationships and endeavors. You know what I'm saying? We the reason why we suffer. Because our lack of support for each other. That being said, you already know. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them tell you nothing that you can figure out for yourself when I love you as myself and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. We got so many more doors to open, you feel me? Don't give up. Don't give up. Kinfolk, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We just broke bread right now. That being said, right now, peace within, peace out. Said, I know you about to have another lovely day. And look how we starting out.